Hey, what's happening, you guys? It is Alex. It is Tuesday Night Fever, and you know what that means. We're going deep on something really good tonight, you guys. So last week, we had talked about the perfect post method. This has been one of our most popular videos ever. So if you haven't seen it yet, you gotta go check it out, okay? The perfect post method. And in there, I described the 3 C's of creating a perfect post. And if you're listening here on the live stream, say hi. If you're catching the replay, just say replay. I'd love to give you a shout out. But last week we talked about this perfect post method. What's up, Giancarlo? Brooke, good to see you on here. Rob, my man, thank you for coming on, dude. AT is in the house. Y'all, this is going to be so fun tonight. So this is kind of an encore to last week, because as I was sitting there talking with people who had tried out what we said in last week's live stream, they started getting results. So Kyle Rice, for one, I got to show the screenshot, but Kyle Rice did this in his group last week. And he said he usually gets 20 comments on his posts. Well, last week he got 120 in about 72 hours. It was ridiculous. And then he's like, dude, it keeps coming. So Kyle, you listened to this, you implemented it. Thank you, man. I wanted to give you the follow-up for how you get even more engagement out of those posts. So Glenn's on here, John is on here, Myra's on here, Laura's on here. Well, thank you so much for listening. If you're here on live stream, let me know, say hi. Farley's on here. If you're listening on the podcast replay on our YouTube channel, elsewhere, you got to come into Healthcare Digital Marketing on Facebook. It's kind of our hub for everything. That's where we do these Tuesday Night Fears live, so you can get it first. But I want to talk to you tonight about what I call the squeeze method. And as I was thinking about, okay, after the perfect post, what do I do? So again, if you didn't listen to that, go back to the last Tuesday Night Fever we did. And that's basically you're giving context in your post. Well, so the whole point of this is that we're getting more people to see our stuff on Facebook, okay? Everyone's so worried about organic reach dropping and nobody sees my posts. Well, we're gonna totally change that, okay? This definitely works best in a Facebook group setting or maybe on your personal page. Can it work on a Facebook business page? Yes. Will it give you the best chance of getting people to see your stuff? Yes. Because we're leveraging the Facebook algorithm. What's up, Joey Shannon? Good to see you on here. Josh, my man. Russell's on here. Thank you, guys. So Michael's on here as well. Hey, say hi, you guys, if you're on here live. I can see that a bunch of you are coming on and I can't keep up with y'all. All right, but perfect post method is get a really good title for your post. I talk about how to do that in that video. I talk about how to give context to your post that helps people actually want to read it or watch it, even if you're doing a video. And a lot of people ask me, well, I do videos. That's fine. People still stop to read your video based on the text of the post, okay? And the third thing after context was giving a call to action. I can't just leave it at that though, okay? I can't just say, hey, go get amazing engagement on your post and then leave it there. We gotta look at what are the 3 things that we end up doing after the post that really maximize that engagement, that keep it showing up in people's news feeds, not just when you do the post, but for a week after. So for example, on the perfect post formula video that I did last week, or if you're on the podcast, the one for last week, we still have people commenting on it a week later. A week later. And the usual lifespan of a video is about 3 days on Facebook. Y'all know that like people start watching, then it just drops off. Well, what we do after the fact is what actually makes those videos stay up and rolling forever. Now, this works even if you posted a video 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 months ago. You can revive these posts, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Damir's on here. Thanks for coming on, man. I just want you, if you're on here right now, to think about, have you ever seen one of the posts in Healthcare Digital Marketing that you've commented on, that you watched before? Have you seen it pop up in your news feed sometime later? Okay? I want you to, if that's you, just say, yep. If you've seen one of our posts from Healthcare Digital Marketing pop up into your news feed later, just say yes. And I know that it's happening because we'll get someone who starts commenting on a page, on a post that we did like 8 months ago. And it's like, oh, great, the magic's working. I'm going to teach you how to do that today, okay? What I've learned over the past year and a half of doing this is really leveraging Facebook's algorithm, getting it so that you're showing up in people's news feeds more often, okay? There are 3 things, and this is going to be quick tonight. We're going to roll through this because I want you to get the value and then go act on it just like Kyle did. First thing is, you're going to message people, okay? Now, I've talked about this before, and people are like, what? Send private messages? No. Well, if you want to have a business that's leveraging the power of social media online, you're going to need to get comfortable messaging people. My go-to is voice messages, okay? Let's say that you make this amazing post and then you have all these people commenting. Let's say you promised them something, okay? Your call to action was that you were going to give them a cheat sheet. You were going to give them, maybe it's a quiz that you create. Maybe it's some lead magnet, right? And you say, hey, comment below if you want this thing. Well, here's what you're going to do. You're going to message them. Now, most people, you see this in a lot of posts, right? When someone does a big post like that, they just comment with the link and they reply to the person's comment with the link, right? I don't want you to do that. I actually want you to send a personal message to people, okay? The reason for that is, A, it establishes more of a relationship, but B, it also helps you show up in their newsfeed more. Facebook looks at that interaction and says, these two people are commenting in a messenger conversation. They must be important to each other. So it says, great, we'll put your content when you go live or when you post, we'll actually, boom, put that near the top of the newsfeed, okay? So number one is you're going to message them. Number two is you are going to reply to their comment, okay? The reason we do that is because, well, they might not see your messenger message, right? And some people say, well, what if I'm not friends with them? I can't message them. Well, then friend request them and then message them. What we're going to do is we'll friend request them, and then we'll actually see how Facebook lets you get into the comment section of them. Andrew Chan, I'm giving you a shout out, my brother. Rob, good to see you. Sorry, comments are all just coming in. Oh my goodness, you guys are just rolling with the comments. I'm on my phone right now, so I finally just got the comments back up and rolling. Dean, thanks for coming on, man. But you become friends with them, then you message them, right? Then you show up in their newsfeed. Next, you're going to reply to their comment. And because they're commenting on your video, you just want to say, hey, I sent it to you in Messenger. A, so that they see it, but B, so that it drives more comments on your videos, right? Dude, trying to boost that engagement. Thanks, AT. Next, what we're going to do is at the end of this, after your post has been rolling for a little while, sometimes it starts to lose steam, right? That's just how Facebook works. It buries it. Well, if you feel like you have a piece of content that is really, really good, here's what you can do. You can either go tag someone in that and say, hey, this is the video I was telling you about. You should go check this out. Or you just comment, just respond to someone's comment. Even if this was a video 6 months ago, if you respond to a comment, that pushes it back up to other people's news feeds all over again, even if it's old. Isn't that crazy? Like, even if it's a year old, you put one little comment on there and it can totally revive an entire post. So, Engage Maverick. Hey, thank you so much, Amy. Yeah, I believe that was Top Gun. I would hope so. Yes. Please tell me it was a Top Gun. So those are the three things. This is a quick Tuesday Night Fever tonight. First, you're going to, once you get your perfect post up, you will message the people when they're requesting something that you're going to give them. You're going to private message them with the link. Maybe you send them to a landing page, right? And then you're getting their email address and you're growing your list. Next, you're going to respond to their comment and you're going to say something like, hey, go check your messenger. And then number three, once the post gets a little stale, it's slowing down and you want to revive it, then you're going to go say, hey, so-and-so, go check out this post. Or you just go find a comment on there and respond to it, okay? Boom, it pushes it right back up into the news feeds, okay? This was short and sweet night. But I want to tell you, as I was talking with some people in a private mastermind that I was at this weekend, we walked through this, and this is probably going to make them thousands of dollars over the next couple of months, if not hundreds of thousands, for some people that have bigger businesses already and are working on engaging with people and just getting them active, okay? So this, guys, has been Tuesday Night Fever. Super simple. I'm putting together a cheat sheet of all this from last week. I just sent it off to the VA team. They're getting it out there. I think what we're going to do is healthyfunnel.com/perfect. That was for last week's episode. That's where the cheat sheet is going to go. And we'll probably tack on this same little addendum to it that we talked about tonight on there. So healthyfunnel.com/perfect. If you're listening here on the live stream, it's not up quite yet, but if you're on here on the replay or on the podcast or on YouTube, it should be up there. So thank you guys so much. This has been Tuesday Night Fever. David, thank you for getting on here. Alan, thank you for being on here. Amy, Michael, Greg, all of you who are on here, thank you so much. AT, my man. Guys, we will see you on the next live stream.